Hello, my name is Aaron McGraw. I've been a student at HLS since 5th grade. HLS is a rigorous school, and it teaches you a work ethic. It shows that no matter what the challenge may be, there is a way through it. You just have to find it and work hard enough to get through it. I think HLS has done a very good job preparing all its students for any challenges or any coming opportunities. They teach you to find those opportunities and to take advantage of them. Like when you see one, you should always take advantage of it because it's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to increase your capacity for anything. I'd say one of the harder ones for me has been English. I was not a very good English student until 7th and 8th grade when I had Mrs. Huntsucker. And she taught me to enjoy the class. And at that time, I didn't know in order to be good at something, you needed to love it. And in order to find what it is, you'd have to learn it. And I didn't know that until that time because she taught me to love English. But she taught me to have confidence in what I wrote because I put my best effort forward. I did the best that I could. I learned to love it because I learned a new perspective on the subject. I learned, instead of looking at it as just another thing I have to get done, another thing I have to do to get through the day, it was something that I could learn through to find ways of enjoying it so that I can understand it, so that I can love it and learn it more. So in terms of athletics, it has done a number on teaching me perspective in a good way, a very good way. Back in sophomore year, I was playing basketball on the JV varsity team, and a lot of time I would be on the bench. I was not like the number one player, and I spent a lot of time on the bench learning from Mr. Schnell, and he taught me ways to look at the game besides from a player's perspective. He taught me how to see it from a coach's perspective in where placement should be, like where your footwork, where you should be, when to call plays, what plays should be called, how to notice tendencies of the other players on the opposing team, and how to exploit those tendencies. And it was just this new field for me that I'd never seen before, and I was just blown away by it. I loved it. It was so cool. And so that next year, I decided, to his disappointment, that I was not going to play basketball anymore, and that I was going to coach instead. But I learned the game from a different way, a different perspective. So it showed me how to find a new perspective, even in things that I thought I already completely understood. I was able to find a new one, and it was amazing. My core is my family. Everything comes from my family. I've grown at HLS, but everything that I am, I owe to my parents and even to my siblings. But I'd say one of the core things is my dad. He has the greatest work ethic that I have ever seen, and I do my best to be like him in that way, to always give 110% in everything that I do. There's always a way through it, always, as long as you find the right angle into it originally, which requires perspective. I owe a lot to my dad and my mom, of course, can't leave her out, for teaching me that work ethic and that thought process of finding the right perspective and of always giving 110%, knowing that you should always give 110%, no matter what this may be, no matter what it is, be it the simplest of tasks, always give 110% effort. So after graduation, I plan to attend Ole Miss and take mechanical engineering. I will take part in Air Force ROTC. Plan is after college to fly C-130s or C-17s for the Air Force until I either serve my time or until I can retire, one of the two. HLS has done a very good job at cultivating my perspective. Through its academic, its athletic, its social challenges, all of it put together. It's not one or the other, it has to be all of them at once. It allows you to change your perspective to what is most right from the facts that you know. It teaches you to think for yourself so that you can find your own perspective instead of depending on others for their perspective. Through all of its challenges. It's an underlying thing. They don't talk about it in class, say, hey, today we're gonna learn about perspectives and how to find those. It's something that grows over the years that you're at HLS, especially in the high school segment. You learn so much. And a lot of it, like that you know, is from the classes. But there's underlying values that are input into you that you don't know until now or until later in life. And HLS, I couldn't tell you exactly how it does it. It's almost like I won't say a miracle, but it's hidden to us students for now. Maybe the staff knows, maybe they know this, and I just don't. But they grow it in every student. I see it in every single one of us. HLS really did a good thing for me. They taught me to be myself and to not be somebody else.